Hello, friends. Welcome to our informational writing about empire penguins' habitats. So remember, friends, this week we are learning not about opinions, but facts. A fact is a true statement that everyone would agree upon. So we are learning about facts about empire penguins. Today's facts all have to do about the habitat. What is habitat? We will learn about that in just a moment. So let's review. Informational writing. There are some things that all informational writings have. Are you ready to write your own book? This book is called an informational book because it teaches us real facts. We also call these nonfiction. So which one of these books do you think would be about real facts about empire penguins? If you voted this one, you are correct. This is called Tacky the Penguin, and this penguin talks. That is a fiction story because penguins don't actually talk. This is a nonfiction. It's informational. There's going to be a lot of facts in this story. Inside of an informational writing, they always tell facts. It is always true. And authors write informational books to teach us about a topic. So informational texts sometimes have special text features, such as a table of contents, headings, bold print, teaching words, and a glossary. So our book we're going to read today might have a table of contents, a heading, and labels to show us what the different parts are. You remember when you wrote your koala book? In your koala book, that was an informational writing. We had pictures, they were facts. We learned about what koalas eat and where they live. So today, let's learn about penguins' habitats. This is where penguins live naturally. That is a habitat. They get all of their needs met in their habitat, such as food and shelter and water. So what is a habitat? A habitat is a place in nature. Plants live in habitats. Animals live in habitats. Humans live in habitats. Living and non-living. There are living things in habitats. Plants and animals are living things. There are also non-living things like rocks and water and ice are all non-living things that live in a penguin's habitat. The Antarctic. The Antarctic is a habitat. The Antarctic is the very bottom of the earth. It is cold in the Antarctic. There is a lot of snow and ice in this habitat. Antarctica is the land in the Antarctic. It is called Antarctica. Some parts of Antarctica are flat. Others have tall mountains. Antarctica is almost always covered with snow and ice. So where is Antarctica? Do you remember yesterday we learned we had the globe? Antarctica is at the southern pole. On Miss Nielsen's map, there's a clear spot, but that's just on my map. It is solid. There is Antarctica. It is on the southern part of the globe. No other continents sit farther south. Antarctica's land covers the South Pole. It lies in the southern, western, and eastern hemispheres. The Southern Ocean surrounds the continent. Ooh, the weather. Do you remember yesterday we learned it was so cold? The weather in Antarctica is always cold. Freezing winds blow almost every day. The winds are strong. The winds blow the snow on these penguins. Oh, look at all the snow blowing. Good. And there's also short summers. Almost Antarctic summers are short. They last only a few weeks. Some snow and ice melt in summer, but the weather is still cold. So empire penguins in the wild. Empire penguins live on Antarctica. They live all around. If you see this map of Antarctica, the brown is where empire penguins live. So empire penguins live on the coast of Antarctica. Here's another look at the map. They live around the coast. If we're looking at the globe, they don't live in the middle. They live along the outside, the coast of Antarctica. Empire penguins live only in Antarctica, where there is land on the ice and feed on fish in the sea. Their thick, waterproof feathers help them stay warm. For extra warmth, they huddle together to keep out of the cold air. In the ocean, empire penguins are great swimmers. They can dive on deep under 600 feet into the ocean. They swim very fast by moving their wings, which act like flippers. They are flying underwater. While they are swimming, they hunt for food, including fish, squid, and the animals called krill. Empire penguins usually stay underwater for 3 to 5 minutes, but then they must come back up to get some air. The longest time ever recorded for a penguin to be underwater was 22 minutes. That's a long time. Okay, friends. So now that we learned a little bit about a penguin's habitat, remember habitat is where they live? What are some facts that you learned that you did not know before? Go ahead and type those in your KWL, and I will see you in our next video. Bye, friends.